Hi guys, Andy Carter here, PGA Teaching Pro at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester. And today is another video of my on-course tutorials for you guys to kind of help you with your course management, your shot making, decision making, club selection, and also to kind of help you go about those kind of trickier shots that we kind of don't always talk about on golf tips. And this one today is probably going to leave me with a long iron. Just going to get you a distance. So distance to my flag here is not 291, that's the house behind. 218. Wow, okay. So, it's a long way. Now then, 218 for me with no wind would be my 4-iron. It would be right on the borders of a 4-iron. But as I stand here now, that grass was coming towards you. It's a bit of a breeze into my face. So I want to get on in two. It's a par 4. I don't want to be having to chip to get up and down for par. I don't want to stress myself out too much. So a 4-iron with the way the wind's working here is just not going to work. Now for 220, a lot of you guys, you might want to be pulling out a 5-wood or a 3-wood or something like that, something a bit stronger. And again, depending on the level of golf, you might look at then just saying, right, you know what? From this distance, I'm not going to reach. I'm not comfortable hitting a 3-wood. So you know what? I'm going to go with the highest club I'm most comfortable with, which might be even to be a 6-iron. If you pop a 6-iron down there, leave yourself 50 yards in. As long as your 50-yard game is pretty good, knock it onto the green, 2 putts, take your bogey. Because realistically, if you can't reach from that sort of distance or you're not comfortable for that distance, this is, I think, stroke index 1 anyway. So you're going to have a shot on. You're going to have a shot on this hole. You might even have 2. So course management for this particular hole is absolutely vital because we all come across them. Me personally, obviously, I've got no shot, so I want to make sure I hit this in 2 putt for par, or at least get really, really close with my second shot just to chip on. So I would suggest to you guys to hit the longest possible club you can, then chip it on. 2 putts, take your bogey. If you're a 19 handicapper, you've got 2 shots on this. If you can make 5, happy days, 3 points or net birdie. So I'm going to have to go down to a 1-iron. Right, so talk about putting a bit of pressure on yourself. So on 4-iron distance, I'm into a bit of a breeze, so I've pulled the 1-iron out, and we're going to make sure that I get my strike. Strike's massively important. I feel like my swing is decent enough that I'm going to hit the ball towards my target. I'm going to hit it pretty straight. I might miss it slightly left or slightly right, but I've got to make sure my strike is perfect. And with a long iron, it's always about, okay, 7 irons in the middle, start moving up towards it. And I'm not going to keep going until I hit 1 iron because I'll be setting it up like a driver. I've got more chance of topping it or thinning it from that sort of position. So how I'm going to set with the 1 iron here is not so much in the middle of my stance, but just forward of centre. Now that might seem a bit too far back to a lot of people, but I prefer to really give that kind of descending blow into a club like this because I want to try and keep it quite low as well because of the wind, because of the weather. But I'm not trying to put it forward and hit it high and just get the right connection because it's not on a tee, it's on the ground, and I want to make sure I'm always hitting down on the ball regardless of the iron I've got. So I'm not one for putting it too far forward in the stance. So I'm putting it just forward of centre. I hit a draw, so I'm going to aim at the right bunker of the green. Well, it's kind of the first, it's a fairway bunker, so it's short of the green, kind of the right third of it. I'm going to aim there. I'm going to put my ball position just forward of centre, take a good setup, I'm eyeing up my target. The wind is strong. Absolutely crunched it. It's not bad, that, actually. It's just on the left side of the green, well, left side of the semi, and just on the left side of the green. So I'm just going to zoom in for you there. So that was the bunker I aimed at, and that bunker there, I think I've just finished short of it. So the flag also from this distance, I can't really see very well, but it looks like it's around about a third of the way up the green. So it's not going to pose me too many problems, that. I mean, I'd rather be on the green, obviously, and have a 2 putt, but that's just a straightforward little chip shot from there and try and make my par. That's the goal anyway. But what I've done, I've absolutely just took my strike perfectly, and that's the most important thing from this distance. Strike the ball as well as you possibly can, then you're not going to be too far away, or you might actually hit your target that you want to hit. That way, again, it sets up for the next shot is going to be a lot easier as well. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that tip. I hope it's something that you could take on to the golf course, particular for course management. Like I say, if you can't reach, pick a club, plot your way through the hole. If you can reach, if you're confident with your longer irons, make sure you're going through a decent enough setup to make sure that your ball striking is absolutely perfect. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. There's lots more on-course tutorials to come, and I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.